Morning, everybody. Welcome back to me and my Shadow. Hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday morning. Today, guys, I had a realization. This bike, the Honda Shadow 750 American Classic Edition, it's boring. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Let's roll the intro. So you may ask yourself, what the heck is going on with him? What is wrong with him today? Is he in a mood? Saying the Shadow is boring. He just got done posting a video about what a classic this bike is. I think he's full of it. And you guys might be right. I might be full of it. But I'm telling you, this bike is boring. This is a boring bike. It's boring in a lot of different ways. I guess I have to start out by saying what this bike doesn't have that makes it so boring. Now, this bike doesn't have a fuel gauge. It doesn't even have a little idiot light that comes on and says, hey, you only got about a tank of, or a gallon of fuel left. Doesn't even have that. All it has is a trip meter. So every time you fill up, it's up the trip meter. And then when you get to the point where you start running out of gas, you look at your trip meter. And guess what? That's the fuel gauge on this bad boy. Crazy. Gotta pull over here. I forgot to fasten my chin strap. I do not know what it is about this helmet, guys, but I'm always forgetting my chin strap on this. Don't do what I do, guys. It's terrible. This bike does not have a tire pressure monitoring system that comes with it. You have to obviously buy your own, like I have. This bike does not have a power source where you can plug in your phone and keep it charged. You have to buy that yourself. This bike doesn't even have a tachometer. It has a speedo. And one thing that irritates people is the speedo is down on the tank, so you have to glance down a little bit to see what speed you're going. Bike doesn't have a stereo. You would have to add that as well. Bike doesn't come with a nice fairing to block all this wind that I'm sure you guys are hearing right now. It doesn't have all these modern conveniences. It doesn't have heated grips. This bike doesn't have cruise control. Doesn't have a reverse. Doesn't have heated seats. Now you can add all these things. You can add a cruise control, but the bike itself does not come with any of these, comforts. A lot of the things that people have in their car. I don't know if you have a heated steering wheel, but you know what I'm saying, right? A lot of the conveniences that you would normally have in your car, you don't. That a lot of bikes come with nowadays. This bike doesn't have. We've determined that the bike is boring. We've determined that when they designed this bike, it didn't come with, and I don't even think the new models of the Shadow, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, that they're coming out with nowadays have anything more than what this bike basically came with to begin with, right? I don't think it actually came with any, or it still comes with any of that. And why is that? Do they just want to sell a boring bike? I mean, is that the goal? They're like, there's people out there that are just, boring, and they don't like technology. They don't like any of the technology at all. You don't have a whole bunch of stuff that's already been placed on your bike that's going to turn old and look crappy and, you know, be way out of date in 20 years, right? I mean, yeah, personally myself, I think it'd be awesome if this bike had an 8-track player. I think it'd be really cool, but that's just me. Most folks are not like that. But it takes away the distraction of all those electronics. It takes away, okay, when you go get in your car, which is 90% of the time, or, you know, 80% of the time, depending on how much you ride and stuff like that. When you go get in your car, you've got all those comforts, right? You've got all the electronics, you got all the gizmos, you got the crash avoidance, you got blah, 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 blah. And you got it every day. Every single day. So when you ride to work, you go to take your kids to school, you go shopping, whatever it is that you're going to do, you've got all those, right? But now when you get on a bike like this, it takes your mind off of all of those things, and it does what it's supposed to do best. This bike may be very, very simple in a lot of ways, but what it does do, it does very, 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 very well. Did I put enough emphasis on very? I'll put another one in there. Very well. The pleasure and the joy of riding. It puts you out in the wind without a bunch of distractions. And it places you in a situation where you don't have any choice. You're not on your phone. You don't have any choice. You're not, you know, you're not distracted with the top 40 hits of the day. You don't have any choice but to just enjoy the ride. So for every creature comfort that this bike does not have, it gives back in spades what it does have. In other words, what it does so well. You've got very flickable bike, very easy to handle. The weight is down low. You've got a low profile seat so that it's very, for even vertically challenged folks like myself who are only 5'9" and a half, can flat foot the bike. I can see that fence is down over there. See, these fences are all down. Told you guys we had some wind. Anyway, sorry, distracted. So it does a lot of things well. It does a lot of things right. So, yeah, it's boring. This bike is boring. But I like boring. I don't need my phone out. I don't need all the bells and whistles. Yes, I mean, an entire pressure monitor is nice. Yes, it is. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's great to have certain things. Look at this covered bridge down here. I've never been down this road before. So, I guess, you know, if you want modern, you want the modern classics, you can buy one of these bikes and you can pretty much put the modern classics on it. And I know I'm going to get a comment from somebody going, well, yeah, you can buy all that stuff. Yeah, well, and I get that. But some people, let's get lost over here in Cardinal. I have no idea where I'm going. But a lot of people don't want to spend that extra money right away, you know. They just want they want it all or not. Like, guys, when I buy the touring bike, I'm going to get everything that I possibly can get on the touring bike. I'm going to get everything I'm going to want or need for touring. So it's going to have a lot of those. So I'm not bad-mouthing all the bells and whistles. Don't get me wrong, please. They're good things to have. It's just, do you need them? I don't think so. Boring is good. Boring is awesome. So the next time you decide to go out for a ride and your bride or your significant other says, where are you going? Just go, well, I'm just going to go out for another boring ride on my boring Honda Shadow. without any of the exciting electronics, without any of the bells and whistles. There's just gonna have to be just me and the road. And they'll be like, you've been watching that boring dude, me and my shadow, on YouTube again, haven't you? Anyway, guys, that's really all we got for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Thumbs down if you hated it, of course. Just be honest. And if you would be so kind to please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We are a growing community, and I would like this channel to reach more people, share the joy of the Honda Shadow 750 a little bit more out there with folks, and my adventures. Oh, updates. I've got camping updates coming real soon. Oh, you thought I forgot about the camping, didn't you? Didn't forget about the camping. No, didn't forget about it. I got camping updates coming up soon. Got some trips instead of just around the neighborhood coming up soon. So stay tuned to the channel. Like I said, if you haven't hit the notification bell, please hit the notification bell so you know when I post. I try to post consistently every Saturday at least, but my schedule got thrown off this week, and I was posting 2 videos a day, but now that mowing season's kicking in and all my customers are calling me back wanting their yards mowed. I mean, go figure that. Who wants their yard mowed? But now that that's going on, it'll definitely probably just be once a week that I'll have time to get these done. So anyway, enough babbling. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching me and my shadow. It is greatly appreciated. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. And guys, no matter what you think about, boring or not boring, it doesn't matter what you ride. What matters is that you ride. This is Tim with me and my shadow. I'm signing out for now. You guys have a great day. Get out there, make your dreams happen, and enjoy the ride.